This is the 93rd row scale video. We got some other ATSF GP60 locomotives, and the other side is going to be the back for the GP90 as well. So it looks like, as you can see around here, to a very far distance into the pilot controls, that I just going to be spawning for the Xi'an GP9 and the GP16 manual locomotive, the main locomotive, and the B unit as well. Looks like using for is one GP9, two GT60, GP60 as well. So as well, if this is absolutely going to be taking for a little bit as much, that should be my taking for just a little bit. We got two baggage cars, the Rocky Mountaineer baggage car and the Spinach baggage car as well. And that is the passenger coaches for this a dinner coach, and to some of these Spinach coaches as well, and that must be sleepers up here. And the most premium one is gonna be up here for this one. The most VIP inside of their passenger coaches are even like these ones in the rear. So this time we'll be heading down into for the Everfree forest. So let's gonna be heading down and started into the port of the inside of the main station as well. So if you're just gonna be turning on the lights, we'll be subject to be hurry as to set onto the speed at 18, set on to 10,000 horsepower to 30,000 horsepower as it was. And because of this something for subdivision, that should be subject to get a little bit for various stuck as well, as because of this kind of these ones as well. And that should be including some other kinds of passenger coaches as well. And looks like the trains will be going to be stopping for just a little bit right here. And the stopping session is going to be taking for various over here, because of this only one reason that I need to say. We're going to be heading down from Port of the Crème Republic to some kind of just going to be going on to the beastiest forest over here, to the Everfree forest, as we're gonna be taking on to this only one thing. So looks like it's taking for just a little bit of mounts as well. It does not gonna be taking for very impossible to stop, and it looks like some other kinds of trains will be staying together until for just a little bit once. I think we're just gonna be taking for a very little bit of slow. It looks like the train will be gonna be arriving into this earlier, but earlier on into this way we have the Santa Fe F7, the EMD F7 just arrived at the port of the Crème Republic, and looks like we're just gonna be taking for a little bit to stay all the way into the harbor of this one as well. So it looks like we just literally arrived before we're gonna be departing for their passengers. Looks like every passengers on this train should be gonna be for getting on board for this one. It will be taking for over 5 minutes to 10 minutes until we're gonna be departing from to this one as well. So if this is gonna be necessary to get up into speed of 18 miles per hour as well, it's not gonna be taking for a little bit of 90 miles per hour. That must be a VIP coaches or some kind of a VIP sleepers or some kind of a premium coaches or sleepers as well. We're gonna be departing as well. We'll be taking for a few 5 minutes later until it will be departing for literally not very soon, that we're going to be completing every route until it's going to be ready. Once every cookie has been aborted inside the train, let's say all aboard and ready for scene like this, and we're pretty much as well. And that's going to be, here we go, we're going to be doing to get all the way down into its front. You hear this some kind of just a little bit one thing. Let's set here right into the 50% all the way up here. And looks like the train acceleration is going to be a little bit slow. And exactly the B unit is absolutely going to be going on it, and including the Xi'an GP9, which is absolutely to take all the way around for this a little bit for a passenger coaches. And looks like there must be one dinner car over here. Where are the other dinner cars for whatsoever? It is going to be taking for a little bit for very much. Now it's going to be taking all over to up here for this moment, and looks like, and there must be a VIP coaches. And the last of this one is going to be doing for literally as well. And then it's going to be going up here to its maximum throttle as well. And because of this only one thing that we need to get a little bit left. Now some kind of Santa Fe and CN plus Spinach in Rocky Mountaineer. but looks like we just absolutely combine into some kind of other one thing as well because of this one. So, and how combination is, we just absolutely made things more a little bit stressful about this black dog, and more like these things is just gonna be taking for a little bit for long terms. And exactly, the GP9 doesn't idling either. So it looks like we just made things a little bit going up straight until for a maximum amount of top speed will be exactly how insane it was. It looks like there must be gotta be one problem. We're not subject to be fixed it around here for just yet. Now looks like we're gonna be taking around for the top speed almost 20 for this time. So it looks like we're gonna be taking a little bit for higher speeds, and the train's idle will be subject to get highly more intensely fast as well. So it won't be gonna be distracting whatsoever. So it looks like we're gonna be getting all the way up until it won't be gonna be exactly how satisfying how the trains will be setting up into this one. And make sure the more distractions will be caused and might lose subscribers for just all the way along for this one. So because of this absolutely deleted sins, because due to extraordinary amount of distractions, it's gonna be getting all the way up here, and the acceleration is gonna be going into nowhere. Looks like the setting of the brake distance or some kind of brake settings as well, that should be gonna be setting all the way up right here into the next corner. So, but looks like how the trains is gonna be really most likely fast. But looks like here comes that other kinds of train horns right now. And this is absolutely going to be taking all the way up into the camp Everfree, for just going to be using around for the B units as well. As before we let things a little bit, it's got to be a little bit stuck, not over here for just away. Now I just might able to see some other kinds of trains and passing by with some other kinds of passenger coaches to get all the way up to the top. And looks like we just absolutely made things a little bit to the end. And looks like this commuter train was in premium access for to this all the way up here, and by to this day it should be going to be taking for about for 20%, and it's about to take for a crossing around the bridge over here in this one, in one of the tails. That should be able to get subject to this one once it was arrived. Once it's got to be arriving into this one, I'm not going to be zooming in of this train, so it looks like it's just going to be all the way arriving into this one. And this has got to be a little bit louder for these in some kind of just a little bit for clickety-clack down into the hill. And to this one's moment, I think this train is going to be taking for a little bit of derailments, and because since I just zoomed in. So it looks like it's going to be heading down into the one of the straight, but it's going to be never going to be taking around for this seriously. As because this one is absolutely going to be taking for about for inside of the tunnel. But once it's going to be out of here, I think this is going to be taking for a little bit much longer. So how about this? These own kind of trains is going to be heading all over to this one. And because of this exactly how it was. But the train leads into some kind of just a little bit for 18%. Until 2% later, that should be might head in onto the top speed of the kind of for the New Zealand trains as well. And because of these are not Australian trains, these are American trains or some kind of a Spinach trains. We're just using for Spanish trains whatsoever. So it does not absolutely going to be trying to move. So before we're going to be making on to this quickly, I might not sure that the train should be going to be arrive. And to these Crème Republic kids are just looking at for this Spinach and Rocky Mountaineer. So it looks like we just absolutely made it all the way around here. As you can see, for this train is going to be passing by as the trial continues and all the way around here. So these kids are just absolutely pretty solid, that train just passing around with Santa Fe locomotives and one B unit and that one CN truck over here for just a little bit for once as well. So moving around to the end that you might never able to see around for this one. So even they just absolutely for moving out for this one and moving on to only one opportunity. If they're absolutely might able to maintain, it should be gonna be whatsoever. We're in a new layout of this one, and there's only one scale for this one. As the train, it should be gonna be arrival into this one. If this is gonna be so big for just a little bit, the train is gonna be for really fast as a little bit of one thing. It's gonna be under 70 miles an hour, and should be gonna be over 70 miles an hour for this time. So looks like at the end of this though, looks like we made things a little bit bigger. How that new layout scale for just a little bit of these things, and it should be heading over right here by the end of this one. Because of this only one strategy, that the train leads us really fast, as quick as possible. As because of this one was absolutely taking for just a little bit quickly, it was just gonna be absolutely moving towards into some other kinds of this one. As the train will be started to head down, but looks like this train is gonna be staying a little bit a long live. For up again shortly, it should be gonna be taking a little bit for this longer. As the train will be arrives at the bottom, it must be lead onto this one for just gonna be getting all the way down into itself. I might gonna be starting to brakes against, well, it's still moving all the way up here into down here for just as well. And because of this one is gonna be absolutely to take around for a 4-step trying to make onto this lead. Maybe it should be gonna be literally arriving to this one as the station. So it must be the Everfree station to get all the way over here. I make sure that the train will be arrive easily and make this all the way down into its one front until it start braking throughout for these coaches. But looks like the train itself is gonna be started to decelerate up into the swell, and looks like it just absolutely to start decelerate right now. I think there must be absolutely gonna be taking for a little bit of arrival at this one. I think their trains won't be absolutely gonna be pretty satisfied though for just a little bit until we're gonna be end of this video. Looks like the train is gonna be somewhere is a little bit quickly. Overall, it should be might able to get stop the train literally fast. I pretty not think this is gonna be absolutely to took all the way long terms, and some kind of just gonna be started to slow down, and against 3 locomotives against 1 B unit. So if this is absolutely gonna be necessary all the way long, but I'm absolutely pretty sure that we're gonna be stop the train instantly to take around for each slower. But until this is gonna be a little bit too long, is this some other kinds of passenger coaches will be fit so much? Is this gonna be very possible as well? It looks like the train should be might able to get stopped for just a little bit at once. And the train has been arrived to this station earlier into this afternoon. But looks like, how about this is gonna be taking for just gonna be all the way down into a slow slider. I think it's absolutely arrived. And make sure it's completely for a full stop against their passenger coaches. And looks like the passengers are just trying to getting off the train as well. So then that is it for this one video for this one. And because of the huge distractions, I'm going to get extremely very worse as well. So looks like it's the end of this video and about for 93rd row scale video about for this one. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy about for this row scale video. And it does look like a Dash 8. It's a GP60, but looks like it must be another B unit as well. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe. But if you just wanted to enjoy for about for itself, pulling around for Santa Fe plus CN plus Spinach in Rocky Mountaineer, and that is it for this one video for this time. So thanks for watching, and which will be Trevor Concept signing off until I'm gonna be seeing for another road scale video for this moment.